G'day mate, how you going? Let me introduce some modal verbs that we use to express some abilities. We always use, especially for present abilities, we always use the modal verb can, and the verb is always in the base form. For example, can cook, can play, can go. So I would say, for example, in a sentence, I can cook. You can ride a bike. He can drive. She can dance. All affirmative sentences with can to express an ability in the present. Now, the negative is pretty much the same, but this time we say can't. And can't is the contraction of cannot. If we want to intensify, we can say in a sentence, I cannot swim. She can't play the drums. They can't ride a motorcycle. So that's how we say in the negative. Now, for questions, for interrogative sentences, we have to use can, then the person, and finally the verb. Can, subject, and verb. I'm going to keep the structure here. Have a look. Can you ski? So see, can you ski? Simple answers, short answers. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Can he play basketball? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Can your brother jump? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Now, you see, if it's in affirmative sentences, can is not stressed. So we say like, can. I can play soccer. She can sing. She can. She can sing. Okay? That's can sound. Now, we always stress can't. But in that case, the T is subtly pronounced. We don't really pronounce the T. So we say, I can't swim. He can't ride a motorcycle. It's almost like we say that T, but we don't actually say it. However, in short sentences, short answers, we pronounce, we stress can and can't, especially with the T. So, can you dance? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Okay, so that's how we stress the words in short answers. Well, let's try to repeat that. I can ski. She can sing. I can't swim. He can't ride a bike. Can you play the drums? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Now, how would we talk about modal verbs in the past? Well, we basically use could, and it's pretty much the same rule for can. We use could with base form verbs. So, I could ride a bike when I was young, when I was 10 years old. I could speak 3 languages when I was a child. Okay, so that was an ability I had in the past. It might be that I still have that ability, or I have more than that ability, or less than that ability. It depends on context. But the verb again is always base form. Could play, could talk, could speak, could learn. Okay? Let's try with some affirmative sentences here again with the structures could and base verb. When you are able to do something. Well, I could ride a bike to school when I was a kid. I could play video game when I finished my homework. Now, how would negative sentences work? Could not or couldn't. Could not more emphasized. And couldn't a contracted form and more neutral. I couldn't go to the beach yesterday because it was cold. If I want to intensify, I could not swim when I was a child. So couldn't or could not in the base form of the verb. Finally, for questions, the same as can, could, subject, and verb. Could, person, and verb. Here's the structure, and we say something like, Could you play the guitar when you were a child? Since it's in the past, it's good to give the time, yeah? And same as with can. Yes, I could. No, I couldn't. Could you speak 2 or more languages 5 years ago? Yes, I could. No, I couldn't. And this is how we talk about abilities in the present and in the past. Let's work with some vocabulary here, and then we can write some sentences, all right? Here. Draw. Run. Play video game. Play the guitar. Ski. Let's put some of these words in sentences. I'm going to put a picture here, and you tell me what it is. Here, she can dance. That's the sentence for this picture. See? Let's try with another picture here. How about this? He can ski. Here, he can play video game. How about this? She can run. Well, that's pretty good for affirmative sentences. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and for practice, you can reply the questions from your home. For example, I say, can you ski? You answer from your house, from your place. Yes, I can, if it's affirmative. No, I can't, if it's negative. All right, let's try. Can you ski? Very good. Can you draw a house? Excellent. Can you sing? Hallelujah. Yes, very good. Can you dance? Can you swim? Very good. That's it. I ask a question about your abilities. It just tell me, yes, I can. No, I can't. That's how we talk about abilities. And that's how we answer questions to people about ability. Now, just a last quick review here. We have 4 expressions. Can, can't, could, and couldn't. The exercise is, I'm going to put 4 sentences here, one at a time, and you help me complete the sentences with one of the expressions, all right? First sentence, here. You complete the blank, please. Very good. I can't finish this assignment. It's very difficult. How about this sentence here? Very good. Could. I could play the guitar when I was a kid because I had many lessons. Now we eliminate can't and could. How about the next one? Very good. Can you speak English? An American is visiting the company today for a tour. Well, as we eliminate can, now we have the option for I couldn't comment in your last video, Alan, because you didn't ask. Couldn't. So we have can, can't, could, couldn't. Can, can't for present, and could, couldn't for the past abilities. Now, if I may ask you a favor, please conclude this lesson with comments. Please comment in the comment section. Write 2 sentences, or maybe 3, or maybe 4 sentences. Can you write some things in the comment, some abilities you have, or some abilities or skills you had or didn't have, or abilities you don't have now in the present? Can you share some abilities in the company? Something you have, something you don't have as ability today, something you can or can't do, or share abilities you had in the past, something you could or couldn't do. I wait for your comment. Thanks for watching. Like this video. Take care. Stay sharp.